Another day, you know. So let's talk about it. Talked to Dreddy earlier,
What
you
he was
know,
talking about, man? What that boy was talking about?
you know, the usual far as, you gotta be prepared for him. You gotta
Hmm.
be prepared for him. You know, you can't go to Eminence and mess this opportunity up.
Nah, for sure.
We might not see you. We might, if we see you, it might not be one of these top cards if you mess this opportunity up.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Like, you got Dreddy. Like, what you gotta do far as this matchup, this Eminence five. If Kells didn't think you was ready for Eminence, you definitely would not be on Eminence. So like, what's the plan for Dre? Like, what's the
Uh,
plan for?
shit. Honestly, the plan just the same. You feel me? My plan is always just to make sure I was better than my last performance. You know what I mean? Just always trying to elevate, make sure I'm never staying stagnant. The opponent, was only but half of the battle. You know what I mean? Always want to make sure you
Mhm.
elevating your pen, doing something different, you trying out new things. You know what I mean? So that's really just my focus is to make sure I'm elevating. It just so happens that my test of elevation is with a reputable name on the league. You know what I mean? A nigga who got some wars under his belt. He do what he do. Uh, but he got to stand in front of a young rookie who's hungry. Like I'm hungry. Like everybody can see it. The talk is there. Haven't been on the league too long. I want to say 4 battles. Started
Mhm.
off with Pennywise, then went to the Devon one after that. Then we got matched up with Deuce, my brother Deuce, Next Generation Club. Had one of the battles of the night on that card, and then we get the Exile Keys, for active duty and consensus, whatever consensus may say. Whether I took a W or a L, whatever the people may say. I feel like that's the one battle on the league where you could maybe question. Like did it go in the opposite favor? But out of like 5 battles, you know what I mean? That's the only battle you could probably question. So after Keith, we go back to XY, another rookie, another hungry new talent on the scene. You know what I mean? Shout out my boy XY, he do his thing. We had Battle of the Night on Next Generation. Like talk crazy in the face off to each other, talk crazy for promo the whole time. But when it came down to just the raps, we still executed. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show that new wave of talent that's coming up is thirsty and we hungry. Even with the vets, don't matter if you a vet, a new nigga, like we just hungry and we always want to elevate. So I think that's the main focus for this Dreddy battle is making sure that I'm elevating for sure.
All right, I'm gonna say it because Zai said it in his interview. Now you can say how you feel about this statement. Zai said he's the best new nigga over there as far as OSBL.
Hmm.
How you feel about that?
Uh, I mean, I don't feel no type of way. I feel like all of us should feel like we the best. You feel me? If you ask me, I feel like I'm the best rookie, and it's no question. So like I said, it just goes to show how hungry we are. You know what I mean? And the fact that we just ready for work with anybody. It don't matter who it is. Put 2 rookies against a rookie, put a rookie against a vet, a rookie against a mid tier. Like we just execute and we ready. You know what I mean? So no slight to XY. I don't feel no way about it. He should feel like he's the best. I should feel like I'm the best. We both putting in work at the end of the day. We both just starting off, trying to get to where we're trying to get to and work on our craft. So I ain't mad at him for that at all.
I have, because I did a list and I was talking about talent people should get in tune with. I had I had XY at number one. I had Dante at number three, and you at number
Yep, yep.
four. Yeah. Now that list kind of sparked a little conversation of was my list
Man.
in order? No, my list was not in order.
Yeah.
In full sense, no, it wasn't fully in order.
Mm-hmm.
Now, by the time maybe later in this year, I might be able to put that list in order. But I was going with like, okay, I see what Zai's doing. I see what you're doing. I see what Dante's doing. Like anybody I listed on the list, I could see what y'all are doing. So it's like Zai was the first one that came to mind. Then Destin. Then Dante. Then you. You know, that's kind of how that list came about. Do I think you all have potential to be like the next wave of stars as far as SBL? Yes. I think y'all are on your way to being the next wave of stars.
Yeah, appreciate you. I mean, shit. First of all, I just want to say thank you. For even mentioning me on the list in the first place. It's
No
mad of
problem.
us right now that's trying to just elevate and be better than we was before. So just making it on the list, I'm appreciative of that. You know what I mean? I think
Mm.
I'm one of the few people that have reposted the list, and I ain't say nothing about the order or nothing. I just said appreciate you, thank you, and shout out to everybody who was on the list because, like you said, it wasn't in order anyway. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
that really didn't. People were trying to make a narrative that wasn't even there because it wasn't in order anyway. Now subconsciously a person could say something not in order, but them names come to that head in a certain way.
Well,
You know
and
what I
I
mean?
said
So
this. I said this to Zai. I was
yeah,
like, Zai, I just finished watching him at Pot. So initially
right.
he came to mind. And then I saw
Mm-hmm.
something as far as Destin. Destin's name came to mind.
For
Then
sure.
Dante, I saw that him with Zai were going back and forth. Then
Mm-hmm.
I saw your battle pop up. So I had y'all the names going, and I'm like, some of the
Yep.
other ones, it was just like, all right, I'm just naming like who else comes to mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Now,
shit just go like that for real. Be like that. Like I wasn't mad or nothing. I wasn't tight. I wasn't trying to figure out if it was in order or not or anything. Cause I feel like even if it was in order, what people gonna be mad at your opinion? You know what I mean? Like even if the shit was in order, it is what it is. You got who you got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's how you see it. Can't nobody get mad at you for that. But
yeah.
I feel per me personally, cause I like just to speak on it. I feel like personally, I feel like I am, the top rookie number one spot. From I feel like I bring everything to the table from promo to talent, the execution to my energy, the aura, everything. Like I feel like it's not much that I'm lacking in. I just always got stuff I can work on and improve in. So I'm just appreciative of being on the list anyway. I'm appreciative of being on Eminence. This shit was battle rap. I just found like I'm a what you would call a late bloomer to battle rap. You know what I mean? I found out about this shit like right before COVID hit. So I had to do a lot of homework in just a little bit amount of time, to even get to this point. So I'm always appreciative of this shit for real.
But we talking about this Eminence 5. If Kills didn't think from what she's seen from you and the potential with this matchup with Dreddy and what it could do for both of y'all, I don't think she would have put y'all on Eminence. Eminence
Facts.
is like the one of the biggest cards for OSBL. So it's like
Facts.
you made Eminence for a reason. And now it's like your moment, your
Mm-hmm.
time to show why Kells was right, putting me on this. Salute to Kells, but I got a point to prove with Dreddy though.
Nah, for real. Shout out to Kels, man. I appreciate her the most because she definitely didn't have to do this. Like you said, this is a star-studded car, star-studded event. It's been like that through the history of OSBL. So I'm just thankful for real. What really got me on here was because Next Generation, Kels did like this thing just for the rookies, the upcoming talent. The best performances from Next Generation would get a spot on Eminence. So come to find out, at the end of Next Generation 5, it's me, XY, Dreddy, and Deontay. I guess we were the standout performances from Next Gen. We got put on Eminence. So it's a testament to that performance and kind of a testament to everything all of us have done on the league so far. But like you said, now is where, all right, is she right? Like, are you right? Like, is it really that? Was it a one-time thing? Is this a two-time thing? Or can you keep this level of performance up or even go higher than that? This is the time to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm ready, man. I'm excited. I'm as nervous as always, but I'm as ready as always. I always, something I like to say is just like, you can never control what happens. You know what I mean? So I try not to put too much pressure or worry about the results, reaction. You know, that's not really my thing. I try to be prepared as I can and just have fun with this shit for real.
So, what's normally the hardest part for you, as far as when it comes to your battles? The writing or the remembering?
Shit. Honestly, the remembering part comes a little easy to me. Like, I've always been the kind of person growing up, I could remember songs like that. You know, I listen to a song 5 times, or I listen to it however many times in the day, I'm already rapping the song. You know what I mean? So memorizing rounds is kind of the easier part. And I don't want to say coming up with material is hard. It's just, I guess you could say, trying to find that balance of material between it being good, it being not OBC, you know what I mean? And also having fun and being yourself, you know what I mean? Because it's so easy to try to mimic a style. There's so many styles in battle rap. It's, I don't want to say it's hard to kind of be original, you know what I mean? But you got to really think outside that box. You got to bring something to the table that somebody else just isn't bringing, you know what I mean? So that's always just something I kind of think about in the back of my head.
Yeah, because the consensus is everybody sounds, either if you bounce around or whatever, you're trying to be twerk, or if you add
Yep.
something, you might be trying to be Prince Mafia. If you want to
Yep.
punch a
Yep.
certain way, they think you want to be Rump. So
Mm-hmm.
or like, or if you like kind of like swag it but have a certain type of aura and talk with it, oh, they think you want to be Surf. So it's like,
Right. You want to be served. You want
you
to be
damn if you
good
do,
with the
you
slick
damn if
talk or
you don't.
something. Right.
Yeah, you damn if you
Mm-hmm.
do, you damn if you don't. But from what I've seen out of like the newer guys over there, I don't
Yep.
see that none of y'all sound alike.
Yeah. I mean, like, I I seen Dreddy trying to make his little narrative or whatever, but I find pride in the fact that me or none of my brothers sound the same. You know what I mean? Like, we all got our own style. We all got our own little niche. We all bring something different to the table, and I feel like that's what makes our group, real special. Type shit is that we all got a different style, but at the same time, all of our styles really complement each other. So just being able to work with, work around the people I'm able to, NOTR, Bear Von, Jose, my manager, YG, like, them is some of the most creative, talented people I know for real. So it's just great, a great thing to have them in my corner. Always bounce my ideas off of, help me out when I need some help or direction, whatever I got to go to. And then, like I said, at the same time, none of us sound alike, so it's great. I feel like it works well.
Now let's talk about that, because you just said bounce ideas off people. Now the whole ghostwriting situation that's went on recently.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
when we say bounce ideas off of people, are we saying like, I got this idea, how should I execute,
Mm-hmm.
or how should I put it in the round? Not like, more so, here's what I like. This is the bars I have. Critique how like, what should I take out of it? But more so, just like,
Yeah.
it should sound like this when you rap it.
I mean, like, really, I feel like we do it a different way, because we don't tell each other like, oh, put this there, um oh, say it like this, shit like that. We just really, we bring each other our raps and we tell each other, yo, whatever you ain't fucking with, keep it a buck. Like, that's it. Like, niggas, bro, it's so many times I bring a bar, something, niggas is like, nah. Like, it's just not, go back. Like, go back, cook something else, make up a new concept, change something. And that's really just all it be. We hold each other to a certain level in the standard where it's just like, nah, bro, I know what you could do. And if we feel like one of us ain't hitting on that caliber of what we used to or higher than that, we just tell each other go back to the drawing board. So it really just be like, is it fire or not? That's really what it come down to when I say really bouncing off ideas and concepts. Like, is this fire? He'd be like, nah, yeah, go change, work on that. You feel me? Come up with a different concept, whatever the case may be. That's really how we rock and move, which might be different from other people, but it worked for us.
Okay, see, I had to ask because with the ghostwriting situation, they were they were talking about glorified sparring sessions,
Yeah.
or whatever sparring sessions. So that's why I'm like, hey, how specific are these people with some input?
I mean, yeah, I can't. I know everybody got their narratives they be trying to push, whoever goes writing for who. I don't even like that type of shit. I don't even be worried about it. Like, I couldn't be able to tell you if niggas say Dreddy got a ghostwriter. I wouldn't be able to tell you what the consensus is or what, if there even is one, because I really don't even worry about that shit. Because I know me and the people I rock with will move like that. So that shit really don't be a problem to me. I feel like I done battled people that had the premise of ghostwriting before and shit don't work out for niggas anyway. So if people is ghostwriting, they probably just need to cut that shit out because it's not working. Niggas is not beating me with their friends helping them write. Niggas is not beating me sparring with 30 niggas and trying to see what's fired. Nah, niggas just gotta do them and try to be better than what they was the last time. That's it.
Do you write pen and pad or do you use your phone?
Uh, I use my phone for the most part, but a lot of the time, like I'll probably be at work or something, or I'll be just in a space where I can't really get to my phone and I'll be thinking of a bar or a concept. So I'll just probably keep it in my head type shit. I'll run it in my head. Then when I get around somewhere I could write it down or on my phone, then I'll add it in there. But for the most part, I have like a lot of bars just stored in my head that eventually I gotta put down. You know what I mean? But so just keep them bars in my head for real.
Okay. I'm always curious to how people's process is. That's why I asked.
Nah,
I
I
know
feel
some
you.
people say they come up with it in their head. I'm like, how do you come up with a whole round in your head
Yeah,
and
see, nah,
be able
I
to
can't
place it how you
whole
need to
rounds. I
place
can't do
it?
no shit like that. You know what I mean? That's niggas be a different breed with that shit. But I know for a fact, like certain bars, certain pockets will probably be in my head. I can memorize off the jump, but definitely not the whole round. I got to put that shit on the phone eventually for sure.
Okay. Do you rebuttal?
Do I rebuttal? Yeah, yeah, I rebuttal in a few battles. Um, I feel like it's rebuttaling kind of like a slippery slope because it could hit in the room, it could fall flat,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on how it goes, that shit could either make your momentum good going on where the round is, or it could kill the whole momentum for the round. You know what I mean? So I feel like with the rebuttals, you gotta choose them wisely. You gotta know when to do them and pick the right bar to rebuttal to. You know what I mean? You can't just listen to a nigga round and pick any bar, just rebuttal anything out of it. It's like, okay, you did one, but was it really effective? You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I always say just use shit at the right time. You feel me? At the right time, it'll present itself. Like if you feel like okay, that shit really hit, your opponent's rapping some crazy shit, a bar really hit in the building, whole crowd reacted to it. Let it settle. If you think of some shit that could probably be fired to respond to it, you make a decision. You know what I mean?
Okay. You and Dreddy. We want a classic. We want a 2-1 clear. We want a body. Like, we just want to win. We want to have battle of the night. What's the goal?
I usually I'm always wanting to go for battle of the night. I feel like that's the most memorable. I feel like that's what gives you the best footage after the fact. It's always the most talked about. But nah, this time I ain't right for battle of the night. You feel me? The stage is big. It's time to like show and prove for me. So I just wrote I wrote as if it's gonna be a body clear. So, and it's 3 rounds. You know what I mean? So it might get dark in there for real. I'm not gonna lie to you. It might get really dark if niggas ain't prepared or if niggas think shit was sweet. That shit might get bad.
Is there anything you need to add to your arsenal or like tweak for this battle for Dreddy, or we stick with my game plan for every battle is the same?
Uh, nah. It's every battle definitely ain't the same. I feel like depending on the opponent and what they do, it's always a different plan. Do I feel like I gotta add something for Dreddy? No, I want to say, but I'm not saying this because like I don't feel like he's nice or something. I just feel like I already do a lot. You know what I mean? So the only things I will be adding are maybe things I've already done, but not consistently or every battle. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I got to do everything I already do, just better than I usually do it. And if I am gonna do something I don't do, I just got to make sure that it stands out. You know what I mean? So I don't want to give nothing away, but it's definitely one that people gonna want to be tuned in for. They already talking about it. You know what I mean? Whoever got Dreddy, people got me. It's anticipated, so we're gonna see how it go, man. We're gonna see what's up.
We're gonna go hypothetical here. We're gonna go hypothetical here. Hypothetically, you go on there, you clearly beat Dreddy. Do you think most people will be surprised, or it will it be like you you're one of the really good new talents that it was like people knew that it was a possibility that it could happen?
I feel like I don't ever want to really say, oh, like I just it's no pressure or it is pressure, because if we're going based off of what I heard,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the consensus that people have me winning, but either way, it's not really something I try to worry about. In my battle with XY, there was
Mm-hmm.
heavy talk in the spaces. There was heavy talk on Twitter. A lot of people had me losing. Damn near everybody had me losing. You know what I mean? So, but the outcome wasn't what people expected, you know? So I try to not even focus on if people say I'm going to win, if people say he's going to win. I just know if he's not ready, then it's going to get dark. And if it is ready, then we're going to go to war. May the best man win. That's really
Oh,
it.
we gonna find out because I just put a poll up. We gonna
Oh,
see
yeah,
how
yeah, for
people.
sure. Yeah, let's see what the people talking. Uh-huh. I feel like we both got a good fan base and a good following. You know what I mean? To where the poll won't be nothing crazy. Pause if you got to. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see how the people feeling.
Yeah, because I think even with I think I did another poll for what was it? Where it go? I think I did one also for Zion Dante,
Hmm.
and 59% had Dante beating Zai.
Wow, that's surprising. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, it's like here's the thing. All of you guys are very talented, but it's like, do I expect that upset somewhere in one of these matchups? Yes. Am
Yeah.
I going to be able to call which one is going to happen in? I can't say yet. I can't
Facts.
say yet. You know, potentially it could be Zai over Dante, but for me, that wouldn't really be an upset.
Right.
It
Right.
wouldn't. It wouldn't really be an upset in my opinion. I think you clearly being Dreddy might be an upset
Okay.
because the consensus would be he's more battle tested with who he's battled. He's been here a little longer, so the people would expect him to go in there and beat you.
Right. For sure.
That would be the upset for me. If you clearly go in there and beat Dreddy, that would be an upset.
I mean, that's really what I'm going for, bro. Like, I feel like I feel like I'm always used to that. My back being against the wall, you know, everybody seeing what I'm trying to do against somebody that got a lot of momentum to them and that got talent behind it too. You know what I mean? So I'm used to this. Like I'm used to this. I do this regularly. Anybody that's been following me, been fucking with me, like they know this. It's usually, and it's so funny because it's like, all right, so you say people say whoever got Dreddy winning, it's like, okay, cool, you got Dreddy winning, but you going to see what Rari gonna do. You know what I mean? So in
Mm,
totality, it's really on me. Like you said, he's a fan favorite. He's more battle tested. He's been there more. They know what
yep,
to expect, and now it's time to see what I come with against somebody that's a little more experienced. So it's
exactly.
definitely gonna be a movie. I'm excited, and we're gonna see what's up.
Okay, you go in there, you clearly beat him. Where to you like who would be in your realm of like who you want next? Not that we looking past Dre. We're not definitely looking past him. But we're just saying.
No. We gonna look past them. You feel me? We
We're
gonna
gonna
look
say
past them real quick.
you clearly beat him. And Kels comes to you and she's like, Rari, you clearly beat Dreddy. Consensus is you beat him 2-1. Like who makes sense next? Do you battle another newer guy, or do you want somebody like in the realm of like Dre? You want somebody on
I
like
feel
a
like
Dre?
I clearly get the win over Dreddy. I feel like it only makes sense. Like I get somebody in that realm, you know what I mean, on that tier, or I just go to another test. You know what I mean? Like I'm already used to. So I say after Dreddy, I say bring me somebody like Smoke. I feel like me and SB Smoke could be a good matchup. Or give me a vet, man. Bring me a vet. Let me see somebody like Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Wordplay. Bring me the logo. Shit. Really, I got smoke for everybody, man. It's all love and shit, but at the end of the day, people
But
gotta
hold on,
die.
hold on, hold on,
Every people
hold on.
people been
We
dying. Like,
are we being realistic right now though?
uh-huh.
If are we being realistic? Do you think if you be Dreddy that Kels gonna get on your line and mention Zeke in wordplay? If you think she's gonna skip over some people?
I mean, I can't say,
Cause
man. I can't say.
cause it's like could who like you got Zai, you got
Hmm.
Bear. These are all from the Wolf Hunts,
Yeah, for
right?
sure, for sure.
So suppose Kels is like, I want you to take another one of the young guys. Another one of the young guys. Who makes sense? If
Another
if
young
if that's
talent.
the plan.
Um, I mean, yeah. End of the day, you feel me? Shit. I don't duck no name. You feel me? Every name Kel's ever gave me, I ain't never. It's never been no complication. It's just shit. Whoever she say, whoever she throw at me for real. So, if it's new talent, I say I don't want to say his name just because he on the card, but let's see what Deontay do against XY. You know what I mean? I fuck with Pop. Let's see what Pop do. If we talking new talent, J Dot been going crazy recently. Shit, we can definitely find something that'll make some noise for sure. I'm not ducking anybody when it come down to it though.
I agree. But I'm just thinking like with Kills, I know Kills is strategic. So it's
For
like,
sure. Yeah, for sure.
would she bump you to from like a Dreddy to like a Zeke or wordplay just that quick?
I
Granted,
think it.
they
I
both
think
would
it.
be tough.
I think it really just depends on what I do. You know
I
what I
agree.
mean?
I
Like,
agree.
you if the shit is clear, I mean, how many Dreddy has already battled the likes of the Zeeks, you know what I mean? Of
Mm-hmm.
the OGs, the higher tiers of the league. So I don't want to say it only makes sense, but if I beat him convincingly and he's well battle tested throughout the league, I mean, throw
Yeah,
me
that's
another
kind of
test. Let's see
like,
where I'm at.
yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
But you know, at
That
the
makes
same
sense.
time, shit, like I said, smoke can get it. Shit, Kai can get it. You know what I mean? Like people on that same tier try and grind just like me. Everybody could die at the end of the day.
That is very true. I always just try to, think the logic, because I know Kel's mind is very strategic in how she views the level up. So that's why I'm like, would she jump you from like, granted, Eminence is like the mega card.
Yeah,
So it's like, clearly get a win. You, honestly, you clearly get a win. You may be able to have that conversation with Kels might see the vision and be like, all right, yeah, I gotta give him a test. If it's clear,
yeah.
I think that conversation could probably happen then.
And I
What
feel
about
like it
you and like
also,
the likes of a Tana?
like what I do, what I,
Would you battle him?
I mean, shit. Ten about to die already. I'm gonna be real against my
I knew
brother.
you was about to say that
Like
because
let's just be real. Tanner he about to be dead already against my brother right hand man. You feel me? So we don't really like to do the double head tap shit. You feel me? Get a body, then my man's get a body. But if it gotta be like that, feel me? That's how it gotta be.
yeah, man, that's understandable. Yeah, that's true though. That's true though. If Bear were to beat him clear, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And we same team type shit. But hey, like you said, Kels knows she doing. She's strategic and smart. So if that shit makes sense after, I'm all for it too. You know.
Yeah, because I mentioned the title in his interview. I'm like, if you go in there in your debut for OSBO and you beat Bear clear, I'm like, what about you versus Zai?
Nah, I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen.
But suppose it does though.
Nah, I can't even suppose
But
that,
I'm
man.
just saying, let's we gonna put this in
I can't
perspective.
even suppose that.
Bear has been there. Bear's been there making his name and everything. Which is worse? Tana comes in there and clearly beats him on a debut, and or he goes in there and he has a debate with Tana. Which is worse?
I feel like, all right, let's say he goes in there and he does good
Mm-hmm.
and loses. You feel me? Because he gonna
Mm-hmm.
lose. Let's say he does good. You know what I mean? He still
Mm-hmm.
puts on a good performance in a loss. I mean, yeah, I think Tana XY is fight. You know, depending on what XY does with Deontay on Eminence, you know what I mean? I feel like that'll definitely be something that the people will want to see.
Because I said, because I've been asking everybody, OSBL did them versus the Gate. So if you were to do a league versus league again,
Oh yeah,
um, Zai mentioned TOS. I mentioned, yeah, we talked about TOS. Dreddy mentioned
yeah,
iBattle, and we go hard. So
okay.
I'm like, these are potential battles within these. Because
These leads
if
to
y'all
leagues.
were
Oh
to
yeah,
do it,
for sure.
you know,
Hey, we got steppers for real when it comes to that. You know what I mean? I feel like
that's a
this
fact.
that's what this shit really all about. Like, you know, niggas go back and forth for whatever it's worth, but at the end of the day, like I said, everybody's just trying to elevate, you know what I mean, and get to that next level. So we got steppers everywhere for real on the league when it comes to that.
But I know y'all really don't want Tanner to come in there on the debut and like beat Bear. I that would y'all would never let that man hear the end of it if
I'm
that were to
telling you,
happen.
man, that shit is a fairy tale because it's just I'm trying to tell you it's just not gonna
But
happen.
I'm,
Like,
anybody can lose any given night. Any given
nah,
night.
man, I'm trying. That's
If Tanner
just
comes in there and beats him clearly, Because I'm going to ask him this, because I'm going to talk to him tomorrow. I'm going to ask Barry, if Tanner goes in there and clearly beats you, what does that look like far as you and where you're at far as OSBL and where you go next card wise and who you battle next? Because you're on the top card right now. You're on the top card.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Nah, I feel like I said, I don't see that shit happening for real.
Man,
I'm telling you, like,
you just don't want that to be the case.
Bear just a different breed. He really one of the best in the world for real. Like, everybody just gotta get put on, and they is, performance by performance. I think he's showing that he really one of them. I fuck with Tanner too, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? Tanner fire too, but I just think that might just be a little bit of a mismatch, man, when it come down to it.
We gonna see. Cause like, hey, I mean, Dreddy was basically saying, as far as you gotta show up. You gotta show up.
Nah, for sure.
Like you don't show up, and like he does what he normally does, and you don't show up, it's gonna get ugly.
I mean, I feel like this though. Okay, so he said he do what he normally does, and I don't show up, it get ugly, but. Let's just talk reality now. We was on the same card last time. We was on the same card last time, and me and XY had battle of the night. You know what I mean? So it's like you could say you could do what you do, but we both just did what we did on the same card before, and you wasn't really. I mean, you was alright, but I ain't hear too much talk about your performance after that. You know what I mean? So.
I mean, yeah. Cause I'll be like, hey, which one of us they talking about more after if we on the same cards and I'm being talking about more, then obviously you not doing what you doing real at the top at the best of your ability there.
So who really gotta go up and who really just gotta do what they do? You know what I mean? Even though, like I said, I'm always just trying to be better than my last performance. So we ain't trying to just do what we did. We just trying to keep going up. You know what I mean?
Who are you? Name your top five for OSBL's new talent. Who's your top five? Include you, don't include you. Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a whole bunch of MFM. I mean, I'm gonna be real.
That's cool.
Bear.
So I already know you about to say Bear.
Bear's top talent. You feel me? Top new talent. I feel like NOTR, my brother Deuce, top talent. I'm adding myself for excluding.
No, you can add you.
All right, so yeah, myself. You feel me? That's already 3. I feel like Deontay is up there. If we talking about skill, talent wise. And I mean, I feel like I gotta say XY. Okay. If I'm really being honest, you know what I mean? All of our names have pretty much been on a lot of these cars, these development cars, trying to get us to where we gotta be for moments like this, so.
Your 5, how would your 5 fare against, we're gonna, like, TOS's 5 or iBattle's new talent? How do you think you guys would fare against some of, like, we'll say iBattle, Fibu, Los Primi, DJ, X the God, Exotica? These are a couple of new guys over there. How do you think you guys would fare versus like iBattle?
Shit.
Well, I mean, hold on. Haven't you battled over there?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, you
Yeah.
know how
Shout
to
out my
kind of
Coke
handle
brothers.
this.
I was just about to say, should I fuck with all of them for real? Fee, DJ, Los, um, everybody for real. All my Coke brothers, bro. I fuck with all of them. But when it come down to talent and raps, man, that five I named, man, I feel like we could battle with anybody for real. I battle TOS, Gates, Battle Academy, like it really don't matter. That five we got right there, and really them not
Mm,
even the only five. Them just my top five personally. You know what I mean? You
mm.
still got the Pots, the J Dots, uh, multiple names you want to throw in the mix in the bag. This next generation that we got that we going on. We really ready for anybody.
I think y'all's five versus I battles five of any way they put that five. I think
The
that
names
that
you
would
call,
fit.
how you calling it?
It all depends on matchups. Like I would
Mm.
want to see Zion and Exotica. I would maybe want to see you and DJ. Maybe Dante, Dante and let's see. I would say X the God, but no. Maybe Mellow 1-5. Maybe
Okay,
him.
fire.
You know. Well, Mellow's a little. He's new, but he's not like new. Maybe even a Liddy Rock or maybe a Violet X maybe in that mix. You know. But I would say for sure you versus DJ and Zai versus Exotica. Those would be like the two for sure that I would pick.
No,
And
yeah,
then
that's
like
fire.
I would have to kind of figure it out with the other three, maybe. But I think that would be like a good start.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any other battles that are like
Uh,
booked?
yeah, coming up, Bars and Roses. Shout out Bars and Roses. I got a battle coming up against J Artillery on the 9th in the Spaces.
Definitely be in the
So
spaces for that.
yeah, yep. Whoever free tap in for sure. That's definitely gonna be lit. Some other fire names on the card. Starts at 9 p.m. I believe Eastern time. So yeah, but besides that, all I got is that and Eminence coming up right now.
You go and do your thing at Eminence. You go and you clearly beat Dreddy. I think all eyes on you.
Yeah.
All eyes on you. And I think possibly you're gonna have some people that are gonna want to battle you. I don't even think you're gonna even have to say who you want next. I think if you have a great performance, it's gonna be give me that nigga next.
Hmm.
Give me him next. He getting crazy. Give me him next. It's gonna be one of those type situations.
Yeah, that's what we hoping for. The stage is biggest it's ever been, so it's really time to show up or show out or just move
All
around.
the names is gonna be there. The
Yeah,
lights
you
is
feel me?
big. It's like go big or go home.
Yeah, for sure.
Like can't nobody afford to fumble either day. It's like you fumble on the biggest card. Don't hit Kel's line.
For
Don't hit
real,
Kel's
man.
line.
You feel me? Like you gotta
He
be
not
ready,
answering.
man.
He not answering. We gonna say it like that. She not answering. You go in
It's
there and
that
fumble the
time.
ball on MS5. Kells is not answering the phone.
Hmm.
I don't know what card you gonna be on next, but she not answering the phone.
And I feel
I
like
don't see
everybody
it.
could do it too. Uh, Everybody on day one, everybody on day two. Like you said, I feel like you wouldn't be on the card unless you deserve that spot. So I think
That's
it's
a
definitely gonna
whole.
be one of those.
Other than your battle, which other battles are you excited for?
Honestly, I'm hyped for Smoke and Kai. Um, I'm hyped for wordplay. Honestly, I want to see how X, Y, and Deontay play out. Really, I'm trying to get my battle out the way and just be a fan for real. Day one and day
Mm,
two, I be hating battling late. You gotta just be ready at all times for whenever your name get called. I'm trying to just take care of business, show out, and then just watch the rest of the battles like a fan because it's names on the card that I've been watching for years. You know what I mean? So
mm.
I'm gonna just chill out after I do what I do, get my little body or whatever, and just really dissect shit and just learn because I can learn something from everybody else on the card. So that's really what I'm gonna just be looking out for.
You have a manager, right?
Say it again.
You have a manager.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, my manager YG. Yep.
Is that Yak God on
Yeah,
Twitter?
yep. Yeah, I got
Oh,
Money Flowers Management. Yeah,
okay. So does he manages you, NTOR, Bear? Who else does he manage?
and Jose, also my brother Jose.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you find that having a manager makes things easier? You just gotta focus on the rapping and showing up.
For me, it do. I can't speak for everybody. And my situation kind of different. YG was more so of a homie, a mentor, somebody I looked up to for a while before he became my manager. You know what I mean? So the transition to that was easy for me. It's not like just somebody random I appointed and was like, take care of business type shit. So I don't know how it is for everybody else, but my situation kind of different. It's easier for me for sure.
Okay, well that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
Does Yak like I know some managers try to negotiate, hey, you may want one of y'all, but is it possible to get all of my clients on the card?
Like you saying, does he do that for us type shit?
Yeah. Like if it's
I
possible.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if it's possible, I feel like he'll try to do that every time. You know what I mean? If it makes sense for the league and the card, you know what I mean? All type. That's really what it be about if it makes sense. It don't really just be about trying to put everybody on every single card and just be seen. It got to make sense. The matchup is right. Nothing forced for real. But
He
if we
gonna be at
can
the
all get on the same cards, oh yeah, we're gonna shoot for that every time.
he gonna be at the event.
YG, I don't think this one. He got some shit going on right now. So he's not gonna be at this one, but we definitely gonna have some Money Flowers merch at the event still. We all gonna be there promoting like we regularly do. So
So are we going for Money Flowers clean sweep?
every time. I feel like that's how it's been the last times we popped out. Me and Bear on Next Gen, you feel me? NOTR whenever he pop out. I feel like we got a streak going right now, so we just gonna try to keep it alive.
Okay. Now I know they're your brothers. They're your brothers. But would you battle one of them if it
Yeah,
made
for sure.
sense? If it
Yeah,
made
we all
sense.
we always talked about that. We fucking around, spit bars at each other all the time. Just playing games. So if that time ever come where that call come through and the matchups make sense for the league, we always ready.
Because
Ain't gonna be
suppose
no
Kills
pulling
is
punches.
like
Ain't gonna be no spitting bars
you
together.
got
None of that.
suppose
Nah.
Kills hits you with you got NTOR next. That's your next battle
hmm
after Drake.
Shit. I feel like me and my brother just gonna have to go to war.
Just gonna have to go in the backyard, just scrap it out real quick.
Yeah, you feel me? Like brothers usually have to do every now and again. You just gotta go in the backyard, scrap it out right quick. You feel me? Come out, shake hands.
Okay. Cause I asked because some people are like, well, that's the bro, that's the group. We trying to kill everybody else. We ain't trying to battle each other, but
Yeah.
sometimes we got battle each other. It can be beneficial.
Oh nah, yeah. For like
So that's why I'm
sometimes
like,
that matchup just makes sense at that time. So like you said, you feel me? We trying to kill everything else moving early as a unit. You know what I mean? So, but if Kells ever feel like that matchup just makes sense and that's where it's at, I feel like we all gonna be ready for it.
I like it. I like it. What's your final words for Dreddy?
Final words for Dreddy is be ready, nigga. Don't fuck up my footage. That's it. You're not gonna win. Just do your best.
How do people get in contact with you? Let them know your socials.
At Rari Lauren on everything, every social media platform. At the Yak Guy on Twitter and every other social media platform for my management. Money Flowers Management. Shout out my brother NOTR, Bear, Jose, YG, Rari Lauren, MNS5, July 12th, 13th. Get your tickets. They go SBL shit, man. Appreciate you for even
Salute.
having me as well.
Always. Hopefully, after your battle, we can get back up and recap and talk about like possible who's next.
Yep, for sure. Definitely.